Hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christy, and this is Cooper. Thank you for joining the CNC Advantage. We try to bring you messages from Spirit to make your life better and to serve your highest good at all costs. Tonight I was called to do an extra reading, so yay. It's almost, well, it's after 3 a.m. I'm in the Eastern Hemisphere, and it's a beautiful, frigid, cold night. We've been getting lots of snow and almost ice balls all night, and I'm sitting here by the lake. Because I'm a Cancer, and I love water, and I love the moon. And tonight, I am drawn to help you, Aquarius. So we'll see what messages come through for you tonight, okay? Let's start by seeing what the overall energy of your reading is going to be tonight, okay? Ooh, we're off to a good start. We have the sun. Now, with all this snow, we can handle some fucking sun. Ooh, baby. Bringing about spring. Oh, right around the corner. Oh, yeah. We already got our flowers popping up. It's Michigan. Crazy. We have flowers. Oh, we never have flowers in March. I mean, there's some years we don't have flowers in May. You know? Oh, such a weird year. And the last card is creation. My, oh my. What are you guys up to? Bringing about the sun, spring, creation. Sounds like a lot of new beginnings and discoveries for you. I don't know. We'll see what else Spirit has to say. I have a very good feeling so far, though. Let's shuffle these up. Let's see what the lineup gives us. Kind of feel like maybe this reading will resonate with me a little bit too, since my moon is in Aquarius. Keeping my intuition in the air. Oh, I'm sorry. It's, yeah. Once it gets past 3, I just turn to this. Anyway, so let's see what Spirit has for Aquarius. Upside down, huh? Wow, I wasn't expecting that card. A little dark compared to how the overall reading started out. The first card that came up was the Tomb. And I'm telling you, it's a pretty dark card. As far as colors go. It has a skeleton. It's in reverse. Be careful of over-isolating, Aquarius. I know if there's peace in it, and there's all that in there. What did I say? Aquarius. Alright, my sweet little air signs. Remind me of Gemini right here for a second. Bringing out a little bit of your defiance. It's okay. It's okay. Defiance is healthy. It means that you're thinking about things. You're challenging things. You're not just letting things go by and be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. No, I don't fucking agree with that. I'm gonna tell you I don't agree with that. Good for you. That's the way it should be. There'd be a lot less confusion in this world if there was a lot more of that. Don't get me wrong, defiance can be taken in another way as well. You know, a much more negative tone. But from the energy of your read, yeah, it feels like defiance is actually a good thing for you. See, it's about perspective. It's not black or white. No one card has one meaning. And the same card can come out tomorrow and have a totally different meaning. Or tweaked, you know? Do you see what I'm saying? Tarot reading is not, oh, I can read the card, now I know what it means, now I can read tarot. No. You can have all the knowledge in the fucking world, but if you don't have wisdom to apply it, if you don't have a spirit or a guide to give you the messages that are needed, if you're not receiving those messages when you read the cards, that is not your gift. I assure you, you have gifts. Not everyone has the same gifts. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying it may not be yours. It doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just not yours. It's as simple as that. What else does Spirit have to say about this? What else can Spirit add? Please, Spirit, give us more clarity on what they're trying to say to my sweet Aquariuses. Cards are syncing up. See if you see what I see. Your first two cards were the Tomb and Defiance, right? Skeleton and a raven perched, right? See a skeleton on this one? How it's upside down? Yeah, I was turning right side up. It might be a little easier to see. See the skeleton now? Yeah? Okay. These are your next two cards. Look at the symbols here. Here. Same symbol. It's just upside down here, that's all. Same thing. Perched. Raven. The only difference I see so far, really, is the raven's head is pointed two different directions. In this one, the skeleton is alone. This one, he's offering love to death. He's offering his cup to death. My sacrifice of love. for change, for my awakening. These are not a coincidence. You should go online and look up this symbol. It's speaking directly to you, Aquarius. It's here 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Skeletons, 1, 2. Ravens, 1, 2. 2. What is 2 in the tarot deck? 2 is the magician. You have 2 ravens. And what are ravens? Normally, they are messengers of God. They bring messages from Spirit. So Spirit could be from God. It could be from your ancestors, just from your guardian angels. His eyes turn to diamonds. Can't even see his eyes in this one. It's almost like they're not even open because he's being so defiant, staying in his tomb, staying blind to the world and all that it has to offer. Not facing the light, not dealing with what he needs to deal with. Truly defiant. Oh, I know it's right. I know it's beautiful. I know that's the right way to go. Fuck it. I'm good. Yeah, I'm alright. Defiant. But if you surrender, sacrifice of true love to bring about change, death, rebirth into your awakening. Oh, it's beautiful. It's leading to your future. I want to know more. Tell me about this future for Aquarius. Ooh. Those last 2 cards, this was the underlying energy. The aristocrat. The aristocrat. Ooh, with the wise owl. Tell us what you got to say, wise fucking owl. Oh, I can't say that. That's so bad. You remember the Tootsie commercial, right? Yeah, exactly. See, this is YouTube. We can't say that shit. So silly. I know. Oh, 324. That's what time it is here. Oh my, here we go. Tell us about that beautiful future for Aquarius. Ooh. You pulled out the reincarnation card. Look at all the blues and the greens. It's of love and communication. The circle to show that a cycle has come to be complete. The tree of life makes me feel like you ascended. That you advanced to a new level. You grew your tree. Your roots are extended down. They are grounded. Well done, Aquarius. And some say that if you do well in one life, that sometimes, not always, you get to influence what you come back as. Maybe you start thinking about what you would like to come back as in your next life. And don't forget, Aquarius, it's okay to dream big about what you want to be. Don't be limited. Even if people tell you they don't exist, I'm telling you, don't be limited by what others say is or is not real. If you can think it, you can imagine it, it is real. Oh, you guys have beautiful energy tonight. Oh, thank you. Oh, I love it when it's this optimistic, beautiful. Oh, okay. Oh boy, I spoke too soon. What the hell? Wow, Aquarius, you do little shits. Oh no! How did you do that? You pulled the fucking owl out again. The aristocrat. Are you looking at me? Oh my. So, the hunter. The seeker. Meditation. These three all came out together. And then this out the back door, right? And out the front door, this one squeaked out all by itself. Oh, look at there. Your third raven. Yeah. So. Okay. Oh, that's not creed. It says greed. 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 That's funny. This one came out the front door and the other ones came out the back door. Alright. Your moon is upside down. Looks like an upside down horseshoe. That is bad luck. Right? Greed. When you focus on the wrong things, that's where your attention goes. Where your attention goes, energy flows. So if you are generous, you will receive generosity in return, excuse me. If you are greedy, other people will be greedy with you, with their love, with their emotions, with their possessions, with everything. Greed can be, it's like ego. It's good in small doses. Very small doses. A little bit goes a long fucking way. You can get a sliver too much of greed. And you're flirting with one of the 7 deadly sins right there. And that's one of the easiest ones to fall into. Let's talk about greed for a minute, alright? I left my husband, right? He starts going out on dates within a couple months after we just separated. And he starts talking to these girls online. And he's like, man, I hate this shit. And I'm like, why? There's a million women out there. What you got to bitch about? You know? He's like, all of them. Every single one of them. How much you make? How much you make? Like it's their business what you make. You know? greed. It's all linked. And if you think it's not, you need to take a second look at what I'm saying. Get a new perspective. What greed does to people. When my mom died, after we had sacrificed so much, giving up my job, our chance to have children, to go to the fertility clinic, to be able to afford the fertility clinic, all this shit, you know, we gave up big things so that way my parents could die comfortably, because they had terminal illnesses. There was no saving them. There was no hope to save them. The best that you could hope for is that they would be comfortable and feel loved on the way out. So this went on for 6 years. This was not just in and out, in a year, out in a year, and back out into our lives. No. We gave up years of viable reproductive years, if you will. I was not greedy with my sacrifices. And she swore to us that our sacrifice would not be in vain, and that she would give us the home as long as we agreed to split the property with my sister. Everyone in the family was aware of this. Mama Terry had repeated it explicitly over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, so everyone would know that way justice would be served at the end as their final wishes, right? What they would want done with their home, their possessions. That is not the way it went. Not even close. On the day of my mom's memorial, I was so distraught. But it was a lovely service. There were so many flowers and plants that came in from my mom. She was so loved. And I was such a train wreck that day. We sang Amazing Grace. To Mom. My sister, my nieces. We all sang for Mom. It was very moving. Normally it's one of my favorite songs to sing before she died. But at some point during the song, I seemed to have lost my voice. And the family seemed to pull together around me. I had fall apart. I couldn't sing. I spent most of the day in that stuck, if you will, and that energy. I would speak when I could. I went around and thanked everyone for coming. I couldn't even eat. By the time we got out of there, it was starting to get dark. It wasn't completely dark yet, just starting to get dark. And my sister, her husband, her children, my husband, and myself all went out to the house afterwards together, where they had already planned out how to clean out the entire estate of everything they wanted. They brought trucks, trailers, this and that. And they didn't ask. They didn't take care of Mom. They didn't sacrifice anything to come take care of Mom whatsoever. But they took every appliance, table, hutch, furniture, electronics. You know what they didn't take? Mom's nursing pins. Our family Bible. And all the stuff that they didn't want, they just threw it on the floor. They took that house and turned it upside down in a matter of hours, and they were gone. They left with the sun. Now, my husband and I had lived in this home, put our money into it. When the stove went out, we helped Mom and Terry buy another fucking stove. You can go look. It's under our fucking name. We had to make payments on it. It was under our fucking name. Chris and I paid half. So when I stood up and said, "Hey, dude, you're taking my stove." "You can't take my stove." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We've already promised that to someone else." "Did you not hear me?" I'm like, "That's our stove. What would you expect Chris and I to cook with if you take our stove? So you promised our stove to someone else. Isn't that mighty whitey you?" To this day, you think she understood or took accountability for her actions? Thank God I'm not holding my breath. This was in 2016. Here we are, 7.5 years later, in 2024. We lost the entire estate. My sister took everything that she wanted. She sold it and kept the money. Never in my life did I see this coming. Never in my future will I not see this coming again. I am aware of your greed and what it can do. I know that you will take advantage. 30:30 on the clock. Because you think you can. No more. It's the same thing for you, Aquarius. Stand up to greed. No more. Okay, Aquarius, whether you're dealing with your own greed or someone else's greed or corporate greed or governmental greed or child support or like friend of the court greed, right? What can you control? Can you control how much the other person is greedy? No. You can only control what you think, what you feel, and how you react to it. Focus on those. People are going to steal. It's how you react to it. People are going to feel entitled. It's how you react to their entitlement. You can't change their entitlement. They have to change that. You can point it out. That's the most you can do. Just like I am, just like Spirit is. And then we drop it and we walk away. These two cards came out together. The Hunter and the Seeker. What are you looking for? Are you looking for wisdom? Are you looking for someone to blame? 3333 on the clock. Maybe this is where you'll find your answers. Meditation. They say that meditation is one of the strongest tools that we can all possess. And it is something we can control. It is our own mindset, our own actions, our own intentions. If you're the hunter and the seeker, it takes discernment of what you're hunting. You may have the best of intentions, but if you lose sight of it for a second, it could lead to greed. It could lead to sin. Be aware. Take precautions. Proceed with caution, kindness and courage. Do not live in fear. There's a lot of dark in this card. But you can see that as you enhance your ability to meditate, the light begins to just come from nowhere. Out of nowhere. There's no sun here. There's no lights. There's nothing. You are creating the light from within. You are the spark. Whereas you're going through some big changes. You're trying to come out of your hermit mode, your hanged man mode almost, somewhere in between there. Can't tell which, could be both. You know, could have went from one to the next or back and forth, da-da-da-da. It takes defiance sometimes to break up the programming that society has set. Defiance is not always a bad thing. It's like reading the Constitution. It there's a section that says not only is it our right, but it is our life's purpose to challenge enemies, foreign and domestic. You feel that your government is serving you fistfuls of injustice, and yet we all stand by and be like, what can we do about it? Are you shitting me? Number one, the people who serve them are our relatives, our blood. And once they sign that piece of paper and they realize how shitty they really fucking treat them, once they're in there, where do you think their loyalty is gonna lie? If their own relatives rise up against their own government, do you think that they will go back to the government who treats them like they're slaves? Or are they going to go back to the family who loves them, who fed them, who clothed them, who sacrificed, who made real sacrifices for them? Real, out of love. Over a government that says, oh, you're a number. No. Them fuckers are going to flip back to us. So that huge army that we are fearing, who do they work for again? That's right. Us. It stands to reason that if we ever stood against our own government, maybe not all. I don't know many that would go up against their own mother and father in a war that they didn't believe in. And if you don't have heart in a war, you will lose. Are you in a war, Aquarius? Are you stuck in this tomb? kicking your own ass. Being told what you are. Allow that fake perception to die. It no longer serves you, says the Lord. Awaken, my child, for I have blessed you with many gifts. Well done. Look at what you have built, and you have made it to the next level. Cha-ching. You defied the devil with the greed he offered you. You are no longer the hunted. You are the hunter. You are the seeker of truth. And you hunt with discernment. With light as your center. You allow the light to guide you. You may still feel and look like the beast. That's good. Nothing wrong with intimidating your enemy. But your heart is full of light. Embrace that. Allow that light to go through meditation. Through wisdom. Oh, Aquarius. It was not near as positive as I thought it was going to be from the very beginning, but nonetheless, still a very good read. I can feel your energy. I can feel your confusion. It's okay to not be able to see the path. That's where your faith comes in. It's like I used to tell my husband, I'm not sure how we're going to afford it, but I know it's important to you, and I will work on it. I don't know how it's going to work out, but it will. We'll figure it out. We always do, right? That's what God is saying to you. Do you need? Do you need to know how this is going to turn out? Or can you just trust God? Can you surrender enough control to God and be like, you know what? I trust you, man. I trust you. You have my best interests at heart. I know you do. I've been playing by my own rules for over 40 years. Not going too great. It wasn't terrible, but it could have been a lot better. Yeah. And then It says, okay, you want more? I'll give you more. You're not always ready for more. But he wouldn't give it to you if he didn't think he could handle it. So ready or not, he knows you can handle it. I know you can handle it. I can feel it. Trust yourself, Aquarius. Allow space for God to